there would have been problems in the country in respect of fuel price and would have had cascading effects. And they were in government and they had the policy privilege to determine that was the benefit. We fought against it because we had a different perspective around the efficiency of it. And therefore, we cannot, in the next moment, argue that because the government has been able to show certain benefits in respect of these gold programs, the government is not responsible for accounting for the efficiency of those programs. In fact, the current government has been emphatic that as far as they are concerned, gold for oil was a problem. And they've cancelled it. That tells you that in the span of 2 governments, policy positions can change. And therefore, it's very surprising when we raise issues about the current gold program and we say we also believe the current gold program is inefficient, and they argue that that particular position cannot be taken because the last time we were talking about inefficiency in gold for oil and the rest of it, that was a different matter entirely. It can't be a different matter entirely. There are similar logics around fiscal subsidies of this nature. We shouldn't look only at the battle around the $240 million as exhaustive of the issues that are at play. Let me give a very interesting hypothetical scenario. If you have a non-transparent system, we don't know how the losses appear. The CEO of the entity responsible won't even acknowledge their losses. And then the next moment he says, maybe there are some costs somewhere. And it's all murky. Here's a potential risk. The risk that emerge. Oh, man.
No, relax. Relax.
Just relax. A lot of time. It's the same thing. Yeah. Allow me to speak. Let me give you a very hypothetical scenario. Imagine that tomorrow, some off-taker, somebody in Ghana, goes and sits in India and registers a company. And that company becomes an off-taker. Today, we don't disclose the off-takers to us. We have had to do our own research to find out who the off-takers are and the rest of it, because they don't publish it. And then that off-taker is some Ghanaian person. He's sitting there in India. He has the means to, acquire USD because there's almost a guarantee that he make profit, and I'll explain how that matters. And then you give the person a discount, and then you give the person room to manipulate purity, resource, and the likes of it. And you give them room for all these other potential deficiencies. I'm going to explain something very carefully. Ultimately, when you send the gold to that person will end up making a significant profit. And that's what people are not paying attention to. What, from our point of view, is a discount, from the point of view of the other person, the counterparty, it's an implied premium. It's a kind of profit for them. So if, for instance, their real cost, in terms of their financing cost, in terms of their asset cost, etc., was 1%. But somehow we collaborate and we collude and we make it 3%. And we pay them the 3% discount. From that person's point of view, that's a 2% profit.